Hej, cześć, siemano wam ludzie. Witam was w kolejnym odcinku. Zagrajmy w Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Kontynuujemy sobie kolejny epizod.
Thank you, darling.
Czwarty, piąty?
It's interesting how
Chyba
the truth
piąty
can
już.
sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
No, szósty epizod. No właśnie, no właśnie.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Wzywają mnie łowcą nagród.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms
Co
to
to za
anybody
broń?
who'd take one. You see,
to
the
ta.
Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street. Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Nie.
Well,
Dobra,
the
weźmy sobie w
locals
ogóle
recognized
coś
the Daltons
ulepszmy.
right off.
Tryb koncentracji, szybko. Dobra, weźmy to pierwsze, lepsze.
Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew them. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Hey,
Boom.
we got us a hero. Put some holes in him.
Yeah! Coś mamy? Raczej nie.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the
tam na
Daltons
dole.
to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait the son of the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Ooh.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Gdzie mam tu wejść? Czekajcie, bo mam
From
mnie
above.
ogar.
Fortunately, a water tower was
tutaj.
right there.
Dobra.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder. laughing at danger as he did.
Właź.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Daj, on tutaj skakać. Opa! O, fuck. Dobra, pięknie, ładnie. Którędy teraz? Aha! Tego to ja nie widziałem.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died
Obrzyn.
defending the Alamo.
Obrzyn? Trochę lipa, no ale dobra. Weźmy to. W sumie najlepsza broń, jaka może być.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
Między łoczka. Ożeż ty.
Sorry son of a bitch!
Dobra. To raczej nie, tylko tutaj. No coś ukryć znajdujące się po... Uuu. Secret.
Over there!
Ej, tak zdążyłem.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Blank!
Pięknie.
Came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Dobra, zobaczmy sobie umiejętność. Tutaj. Co my tu mamy? Szybkie przeładowanie rewolweru. To by było ok. Raczej nic. O!
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
LOL.
It was early evening, not high noon.
No nie wierzę.
I
Zanim
was late to
uciekną.
the party and Coffeyville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
O lol. Nieduży.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew
Gdzie
them.
oni są?
But they still had friends in Coffeyville.
Waste your bullets. Go ahead. Can you shoot around corners? You can't get
O
me.
ty szmato. Że tak powiem, gin. Ale moment, bo ja nie ogarnąłem tego. Jak? Tutaj? To tutaj. Uuu.
Hey, we got us a hero. Put some holes in him.
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
O, lol.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Wow.
I'm ending you.
Dobra, jaki z tym? Zabierz secret. Dobra, teraz w górę, czy tutaj gdzieś? Aha, ścigać tych
The
gnojków,
Dalton
dobra.
boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood
shit.
together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
W lewo.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Fuck.
By me, Greaves.
Wow! Shit! Nie w tą stronę, no. Było blisko, było blisko.
It's hog killing time.
O, lol.
Put you where you stand.
Wow.
Gonna send you to the bone orchard.
Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him? But I have to admit,
No i sukces.
that boy had grit.
Dobra, jedziemy dalej.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Dobra, moja strzelba.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
No, może i to rozwalę. A co?
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course. So we kept an eye out for landmarks.
No, tędy. Teraz chyba tutaj.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color,
Wow!
red as blood.
Ja pierdzielę.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Serio? Oni gdzieś tutaj są? Secret? Yeah.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand. Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone.
Kurde. Gdzie?
I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
Can't hide forever.
Ładnie, ładnie, ładnie.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet. But I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
No pięknie, no pięknie. Nie widzę, nie widzę, nie widzę! Fuck! Fajnie, że coś widziałem, fajnie. Fajnie, fajnie, fajnie. I szmato. No lol! Ups. Chyba ammo się skończyło. O, jest ammo, jest ammo.
You ain't seen the likes of me. Let's see if that chicken can fly. He's tearing right through us.
Byłam szmato. No nie. No nie. Od początku? O ja pierdolę.
I'm gonna shoot you dead.
Jak znów zginę. Szmaty.
Hell's a coming. You can't hide from dynamite. They're gonna need a dust pad to pick you up. Miss me, moron.
Znów dynamit. No fuck. Nie wierzę. Nie mogę się nawet ruszyć. Cholerne bagna.
Don't need no help.
Dobra. Tu jeszcze lightowo. Kurczę, dalej gorzej.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
You think I don't see you? Well, that was unpleasant.
Gdzie oni są?
Massacre him. Let's see what you got.
Ja pierdzielę. 230 dostałem. Nie wierzę. Żyję.
Calm down the thunder.
Ups, chyba niedługo.
Point being, I was under serious attack.
Just brought
Pieprzony. Ale dostał.
Ready to meet your maker?
Jeszcze coś gdzieś gada.
I'm gonna cut you in two. Now I'm gonna hurt you bad. Now I'm gonna hurt you bad.
And my reinforcements was nowhere to be
I
seen.
szmato. Oho,
Kill that goddamn bounty hunter!
oho.
Snuffed out his life! Can't beat us all!
Może tu jest ammo.
I guess you had enough, huh?
Wiecie, mam mały nieogar.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Ah, prawie.
Die, you damn bounty hunter!
Pięknie. Ty ruchomy celu, kurde.
But luckily, a barn materialized as
So-
if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
O lol. Dobra, przeładujmy to. Mam tam wleźć na górę.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did
Oh,
you
lol.
get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running through the bushes. Of
Oh,
course, I
fuck.
followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was.
Gdzie oni polecieli? Co to było?
Dave,
Kolej zasnął.
so I just started
Lol.
walking, and pretty soon...
LOL.
Oh,
Ma się po prostu przedostać przez bagna z chrapiącym Steve'em. Fajnie.
oh,
Steve! Steve!
huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
LOL.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Lololololo.
They were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now,
Oh,
where
chyba nie.
was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
Dobra, mamy jakąś umiejętność. Weźmy sobie coś, pójdźmy w ogóle w tą stronę też, bo...
Oh, I'm listening. I
Jakoś
was
dziwnie
just
idę.
resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunters! Stop that, son bitch!
Poszło.
So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like
Yeah.
rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell,
Jo
what's more
pierdziele.
important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Bury him in the swamp!
Jak spieprzył.
Kill Greaves! Somebody kill that son bitch!
O lol.
He has it coming!
Shit, shit.
There he is!
Bierzesz skolo?
You come out and I will. God damn it!
Gin. Szmato.
You or me?
Dobra. Mamy coś amo. Słyszę chyba dynamit. Albo mi się wydawało, albo dynamit. Pierdziele. Wow. Dobra.
You can't hide from me. I can't hear you.
Pięknie.
Hell's a coming. Now you're in for it. You ready for a belly full of buckshot?
I knew those Dalton boys were out there
Yeesh,
somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Dobra, mam iść tutaj. Chyba.
And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A
Parubiec.
steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
O lol.
It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me,
LOL.
I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Dobra. Shit.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on
Spadłem
me.
gdzieś. Lol. Coś się znajduje w pobliżu. Ciekawe gdzie. A, parowiec. Jakim cudem oni są tak wytrzymali, no?
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something.
Wow.
I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Wow, pięknie. Aha, są drzwi, dobra. Lajtowo. Już myślałem, że ten tarczownik cholerny. O, fuck! O, pięknie, pięknie. Jak można zabić człowieka schodzącego po drabince? No jak? Że to jest chamstwo, normalnie chamstwo.
Sorry son of a bitch.
Jeszcze któryś cwany? Chyba nie. Troszkę ammo.
Right about then,
Uuu.
much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them,
To jest
after
nasz,
months
dobra.
of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Come out! I'm
Lol.
sending you to hell!
Daltons had played me
Not so
like a
tough
fiddle.
after all this.
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth
Tu raczej nie.
proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
Jeszcze gdzieś wpadłem. Dobra, kochani, słuchajcie, to by było na tyle w tym odcinku. Spróbuję ucieknąć z tego statku w następnym, także trzymajcie się i do zobaczenia. Hej!